All right, so we got to talk about it. Last night, the Lakers defeated the Grizzlies 117 to 112, and star guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant, did not have his best performance. He finished with 8 points. He did have 7 assists, but he didn't shoot the ball well from the field. And in a post-game interview, he was visibly upset. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
What went wrong for you today?
Go ask the coaching staff.
Do you feel like, there was anything you could do differently, I guess?
You go ask them. They had a whole spiel in here, so.
From the outside, and the outside may be wrong, but from the outside, it didn't look like you had your usual energy tonight.
Go ask the coaching staff why.
Okay.
You feel like you should play more?
Go ask the coaching staff. Should I play more or not?
What had been
Anything
done?
else?
What could have been done different to get a different outcome, other than asking the coaching staff?
According to them, probably don't play me, honestly. That's what basically the message was after, so it's cool.
The coaching staff message was
It's
it?
cool, bro.
We good? You didn't have anything physically wrong in terms of illness or anything?
Oh, no,
You were
I'm
under the
good.
weather.
I'm
Okay.
I'm fine.
So there you have it, man. You heard what Ja had to say, and man, coaching staff and Ja Morant clearly not on the same page. And man, when the face of your franchise comes out, addresses the media, with those type of statements towards the coaching staff, it's never a good thing, right? Now, of course, this has taken over the internet the past few hours, and I've been looking at Grizzlies fans, right? What they've had to say about the situation, especially the game. They're like, man, Ja wasn't playing with energy. He just didn't look himself out there. Now, when it comes to basketball and comes with any sports, right? You're not going to have great performances every single game, right? That's just the nature of it. But I think people were just a little bit thrown off of, maybe he just didn't seem as engaged as he normally does. Now, Blake Griffin is a analyst on NBA on Prime, and he had words for Ja Morant as well. Let's take a listen.
What did you see from Ja Morant, Blake?
I didn't love what I saw from Ja Morant tonight. I mean, this is a guy who is insanely talented. I mean, right here, speed is his number one weapon. And coming off a ball screen, passing the ball like this, kind of lazily cutting to the corner, that's just not what's going to get it done for Memphis. And now the back cut, I think you got to go for that right there. And then the very next possession coming down, you're kind of just standing in the corner, straight up. Not even really engaged at all, almost having a conversation with Marcus Smart. Like, for a guy that's making $40 million and needs to be the leader of this team, like, I just don't love it. I don't know if he was not feeling well, if he's hurt, but that to me is a very bad sign, and it's something that it has to change.
Yes.
The Memphis Grizzlies will only go as far as Ja Morant takes them. And when he's engaged, I mean, we've seen it. He's unbelievable. He's an all-world talent. But that type of effort right there, that's the thing that we will call out. And UD, you are an effort guy. The Miami Heat is an effort organization. I know you would have had something to say if you were on that team right there and you saw that.
All right, so you heard what Blake Griffin had to say about Ja's performance last night. And man, when you think about the Memphis Grizzlies, when you think about Ja Morant, it wasn't too long ago where, Ja was box office, right? He was considered to be, after LeBron and after, the older guys step away, NBA was looking at him like one of the faces of the league. But we know, injuries happen, off the court issues happen. And the timeline that, people thought the Memphis Grizzlies would be on, they would think they would be, one of the top teams in the West, with Ja in his prime. And, things just haven't shaped out like that. So it's just it's interesting to look back of how things really played out. But when it comes to this situation and Ja not being on the same page with the coaching staff and them thinking that he would be better off on the bench during that last night's game, it has people thinking, like, is a trade on the way? Do you think the Memphis Grizzlies will move on from Ja Morant? Or another possibility, do you think, the head coach will be fired, right? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it last year when Taylor Jenkins was let go as the head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, and the new coach, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to, say it. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not going to, attend it. But respectfully, the new head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, I think this is his first year as the head guy. Like going into the offseason, being like his first full season as, coming into his own. But those are two scenarios people are looking at now. I don't think you panic all the way. Like, I don't think you hit that panic button just yet. Of course, the season is still young. There's a lot of basketball to be played. But if there's friction, off the court, if there's friction behind the scenes that, fans don't know about, maybe reporters know about, and, of course, people in the building for the Memphis Grizzlies, then, one of those two things is very possible. Ja Morant, maybe they move on from Ja Morant. Maybe they fired. He just got the job, but maybe they fired the head coach. So in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Do you think, this is a big deal? What took place last night, what Ja had to say about the coaching staff? Do you think the Memphis Grizzlies would trade Ja Morant, or do you think, they, should dismiss their head coach? Man, in the comments, let me know your thoughts.
On this memory here at Rocker Park. This theme. Somebody need the basket. We're gonna see when the go post. Snacks. Tell me yesterday, HBC.
Man, once again, man, I appreciate you having me, man. And congrats, man, on the platform. And I say keep it going, keep doing your thing.